Guys, so here we have everything we're gonna need basically for this amazing low carb keto dinner. It's originally a walnut mushroom grits recipe, and of course we're gonna use cauliflower instead of grits like we do for everything with keto. Cauliflower is like your best friend in keto, right? I'm using pecans here instead of walnuts, but either or, right? It's just because of this stupid COVID-19 thing, I couldn't find walnuts anywhere. So there's a half a cup of walnuts or pecans here. The recipe calls for mini portobellos, but you can basically use any kind of mushroom you want. Portobellos are really expensive. These are not white mushrooms, but I forget what they called. What are those? You guys know what these ones are. They're the exact same price as white mushrooms. So anyway, and then the recipe calls for half and half, but no, you're gonna use heavy cream because this is keto, and heavy cream has 0 carbs. Now you guys want to make sure you get the Dairyland heavy cream, or you just make sure you look on the back. I don't know what they have in your country, but I've found other heavy creams that say they have 33% mg, and you turn over the label and it has like 1 carb per tablespoon or whatever. This stuff has 0 carbs, so it really helps, right? It's 1 or 0 and it's per tablespoon, so it adds up. Okay, so, oh, and I also forgot you guys are gonna need this too. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be olive oil. Really, it could be, if you didn't even have any oil, you could get away with butter, but you want to drizzle it on your mushroom mix after you're done, okay? So the first step is to wash and start cutting up your mushrooms and your... Okay, so the first step is to wash your veg, start slicing up your mushroom and mincing your garlic, and get a oven baking pan ready. You're gonna need something like this. Some kind of oven pan that has a little bit of sides on it. I mean, you don't need it like this. Basically, you can use any baking sheet, but something like this just makes it easier. Heck, if you don't have a baking sheet, you could even get away with tinfoil. I used to do that when I was a little poorer in my early days. I used to make like tinfoil baking sheets just out of tinfoil, and hey man, they work. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay guys, so I'm gonna chop up all this and get it ready for stage 1, and then I'll be right back. The walnuts chopped up, the garlic minced up, and we got our mushrooms done up, okay? So, the next step, oh, also I wanted to show you guys, this is optional here, but I have a few slices of nice thick applewood smoked bacon frying up on the stove. In the meantime, I'm just gonna chop up the bacon and crisp it. You'll see what I'm gonna do with the bacon. It's more of a garnish, but like I said, the bacon's optional. So, while you were chopping up all these vegetables, what you guys wanna be doing is preheating your oven to 400 degrees. And then you want to take this oven pan that I was talking about, and we're just going to take our mushrooms and just throw them in there, okay? So we're just going to toss all our shrooms into this oven pan here, guys. We're not going to put the garlic or the walnuts in yet, because we're going to put the olive oil on and give it a nice coating, and then everything will stick to it nicely, right? So throw in all these mushrooms here, and then you want to grab the olive oil. Now, the recipe calls for about 2 tablespoons, but I'm just going to eye it out. Just give it a good drizzle all over the mushrooms. That's probably over just about 2 tablespoons. Like I said, you can use butter for this too, you guys. So, as long as your hands are nice and clean and washed, just give it a good mix. Nothing really gets it as good as a good old hand mix, you know? I think we could probably use a drizzle more olive oil, guys. Just a tad more ski. And there goes my cup. I mean, the lid for the olive oil, great. Okay, so we're just gonna put a little more olive oil like so. That goes in, all right guys. Then we're gonna throw in the garlic. Bam. And we're gonna put the chopped walnuts on there. Yum, yum. It's gonna be so yum. I'm gonna quickly bang the remainder of this into the thing. What not, waste not, right guys? Okay, so we got all that in there. I'm gonna take my pink rock salt, Himalayan, give it a nice seasoning. I'm gonna take what should be thyme and rosemary, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna use a little bit of oregano. I put that crap on everything, right? And I ran out of black pepper, so I gotta use white pepper. It's cheaper, but whatever. Be careful with white pepper. It's hard to see it coming out, guys. Sometimes I put once I put way too much on. Okay, so once you have all that, just give it a nice mix. And then we're gonna pop it in the oven for about 15 minutes, guys. And while that's happening, we're gonna get into stage 2, and we're gonna start making the grits part of this, okay? Okay, voila, that's all mixed up, seasoned up, everything. We're gonna pop it in the oven, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, 15 minutes, all right guys? What I like to do is hit the timer on my microwave. That way I never forget, otherwise I do forget. Start. That will beep when it's done, and then we're gonna start part 2, okay guys? So that's gonna entail washing the cauliflower, and we're gonna start. If you don't have a food processor, which I don't, you can just use a cheese grater. It works perfectly fine. Just wash it up, grind it up, and yeah, I'll be right back with part 2. All right guys, wow, that mushroom mixture is starting to smell delicious. It's overpowering the bacon. Okay, so what I did while those mushrooms are still in the oven is, with my trusty cheese grater here, I processed some cauliflower. Cauliflower is like the go-to thing for keto, as you guys probably know if you've already been on keto for some time. Could you guys imagine doing keto without cauliflower? It would be like impossible almost, wouldn't it? That shit's in everything. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do with this cauliflower-like grits is we're gonna throw them in a pot here. Okay, so you're gonna put your cauliflower-like grits into a pot. And so the recipe calls for half a cup of water and then a full cup of heavy cream. But, oh, there's the beep to tell us that our mushrooms are done. Perfect. So you want to put in that half cup of water and put this on the stove for about 5 minutes at the most, because you just want to steam it, lightly steam it, and then you're going to add the cream and the grated cheddar cheese that we've grated while the mushrooms were doing, and it's going to turn into a cheesy, creamy grits. But we just got to steam them. We got to steam it first for a few minutes just to get them a little tender, okay? Alright guys, so there's our nice mushroom mixture out of the oven. It was in there for 15 minutes. And make sure you only leave it in for 15 minutes, because any couple minutes longer it would have burnt. So 15 minutes is max you want to put this in for, guys. Okay guys, so basically you just want to put that mushroom mixture aside for now. You want to put a lid on your grits cauliflower thing with half a cup of water and just let it steam on the stove for 5 minutes, and then we'll get to the next step. The broccoli's probably steamed enough now. I'm just going to grab it off the stove here. And the recipe, remember, called for a cup of half and half, but screw that, because we're keto. It said it was keto, but how keto is that, half and half, when you can use full cream? Any keto person knows full heavy cream is all you eat on keto, right guys? Am I right? Am I right, or am I right, or am I right? I'm right. Okay, so we're gonna put in a cup of, oh, I only have a half cup measuring cup, because while I was making my video, I decided to give Mr. Dukler, my ferret, some cream, because I'm trying to fatten him up. I put it in a measuring cup on the floor for him, and what did he do? He stole the friggin' measuring cup, probably carried it inside the couch, so I won't see that for a while. That's what you get when you try and be nice to someone, eh? Okay guys, so cup of heavy cream. And then we're going to put it back on the stove just long enough so the cream gets hot, so we can put the cheese into it and it will melt. So put it back on the stove at like 3 degrees, like a low medium, for, I don't know, just under 5 minutes, just till the cream starts to bubble a bit. Then we're going to put the cheese in. Okay, now you guys can season this to taste, but I just put a little salt and pepper in because I didn't have really anything else. But you can put some oregano, or no, sorry, not oregano. You can put some paprika in if you like a little spicy or whatever. But anyway, the cream is hot now, so we're just going to go ahead and add the cheese. I always put too much cheese. It's a pretty common occurrence around here. You're supposed to put about a cup in, but you know, it's kind of hard to have enough cheese for me. Can never get enough cheese. Okay, so once you get that in, you want to put it back on the heat. You want to make sure you stir it all in really good. The cheese will melt. And then you just want to put it on a low simmer for about 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to garnish it up with that beautiful mushroom mixture we made, and it's going to be a really good low carbohydrate, keto friendly mushroom and walnut grits. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, along with that cheese you want to throw in about 2 tablespoons of butter. Put it back on the heat, give it a good mix, get it all nice and mixed up. Let it simmer for about 10-15 minutes on low heat, guys. And then we'll be back and ready to garnish with those really good mushrooms. Voila, there we go, guys. There's a finished product. A keto-friendly, low-carb grits, comfort food. Oh, this looks so good, does it not? Let's get a nice zoomer on there. Look at that. See, that's why I was doing the bacon. Yum. That's a little too close, eh? So there you go, guys. You can eat that. It took about half an hour to prepare. It's a beautiful, creamy, cheesy, ketogenic, friendly, low-carb, mushroom, walnut, cheesy grits. There you go. Enjoy. Alright, guys, there you have it. A delicious, keto-friendly, low-carb, mushroom, walnut, cheesy grits. Man, that thing looks so good. I'm gonna go eat it. I want to say hi to all the new subscribers that we had join this week. How you doing, guys? Welcome to my transformation, or sorry, Keto Transformation. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. You're definitely in the right place if you want to lose weight, get keto information. Start commenting if you're new, guys. We're a pretty close community, and I'd like to get to know you. So if you're new, leave some comments. Let me know what you thought about this meal. And I know I need a haircut really bad. I don't usually look like this. Everything's shut down from COVID, right? I can't go to my gym. I can't get my haircut. Oh, Wednesday I'm going to do a weigh-in tomorrow, you guys. Sorry, it's been a little over a week, I know. I'm going to go do a weigh-in after my run outside tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for my weigh-in, and we'll see what weight I lost, if any, this week. I don't know how much I lost this week. I'm kind of nervous to get on the scale tomorrow. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the meal. Please comment. Let me know what you think. Don't give up. If you guys are going through this, you're trying to lose weight, if you're on a diet, it gets easier. It's hard at first, but it's worth it. Okay, guys? Don't give up. You guys are worth it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.